The next point is another like what it means to be like masculine and how it is enforced socially, emotionally, psychologically, financially, and physically. I think the one that stands out for me first is the physical one. Because as a man, you must be like, you must be that guy.
You must be a scorer.
You must be that macho man. And I think that's another thing that counters a lot of people. Because firstly, it like triggers and hurts your self-love. Because you're not accepting whether you're skinny or the body that you have. You just like, I need to be buff. Like,
even
I need to claim authority.
You find people that are oversized and like, boom. Oh, everything.
Well,
so now, for that, imagine you're going as a child and you're hearing that, So now that hurts your self-esteem. So obviously, what you're going to do is what? Okay,
that's why I'm like, these guys are the most emotional people. Most emotional.
But then my thing is, listen, you see on that physical aspect, as a guy, I want to say guys aren't as touched as girls are on their physical appearance, but then in a sense, it's like it hurts when the girl you like tells you, "Hey, me I like buff guys," and then you and then it hits you here. And then once you get to that buff stage, like let's say you work to it, you become an asshole because the girl you like wanted buff guys, and you be like, okay, now I can get any of these girls.
That's what I'll say. Because now, like all these points, they all lead up to that. Because now you are physically at that level. Now you want to act as now you feel like you can, I can attract any girl and all of that. And of course, girls do come and all of that. But now you are now the one who treats them indifferently.
You feel
because now
something.
Because I was having a conversation with this other guy from my cousin. Goes back to physicality. He was telling me like he's gymming and all of that. He was like, nah, dude, you can't be like father of a household and you tiny. How is your wife gonna respect you? How are people gonna respect you? So that notion also is what triggers all this too. Because you're now thinking, yes, I need to be a man. I need to be a man of the house. So it's okay to be a man of the house. Like it's okay to be a man of the house. I think the next one is financially.
Financially, I mean, obviously, like a man is obviously seen as the provider of the house.
But like, I feel like
that's the thing.
The breadwinner.
I don't know why. Because they feel like they need to provide for them. They need to be able to do something for their girls if they, ask this or whatever. So because you find guys that do that. Okay, some guys I know they dress good, they smell good, everything for women, and they're spending a lot of money. Just so they can.
It's not for them. It's
not for them.
I think what we need to understand at our age is that we come from different backgrounds. So our financial standings won't be the same. So if I see you doing a nice thing for a girl and I'm pressured to do the same thing for my girl, forgetting where I come from. We don't come from the same.
Because I'm really interested in how finances create a toxic masculine guy. Because like, you'd get gents that literally the only thing they want to do in life, the ambition, is to literally, and it affects some of us also. Once I get the cash, bro. Once I get the money, bro, I can do anything I want. That's the mentality that happens.
But you know what?
Because it's like once I get the money, the girls come. Like now you feel
exactly.
The money.
Once a gent has a certain level of finances in his, his pocket, whatever, he automatically feels like, okay, cool. Because of money, I can get whatever I want. Clothes.
Now you wanna be that guy.
I can get that. Exactly. Now, unfortunately, in the world that we live in, girls are attracted to that. So that's also the thing where it's like.
But what I've also noticed is that some people feel pressured by their friends. Because you find girls that actually allow that to happen. They allow girls to be violated just to get free change.
I think just to clear up your point, I feel like realistically speaking, I don't think all girls are into that. Here's why.
No, I'm not saying all girls. I'm saying unfortunately some girls.
It's a definite. I just feel like we even girls are also confused in what they want. Let me explain. We live in a world where social media, like we influenced by social media, right? And the only reason right now, like for me, the only reason I can say, girls love money is because of social media. I've never met a girl who's like wanted cash or was a gold digger and all of that. I'm sure maybe you might have met one, but chances are you haven't.
But then but
we live in a world where even girls like kind of speak about that on social media, but it also reflects on our like confidence and all of that. Because I don't think if we're gonna base our lives on social media, everything is real. Because I'm telling you, bro, Twitter will always be the same, bro. You see the guys at the sumo and everything. We're always gonna talk about them. We're always gonna talk about that big dick energy, people with money and all of that. It's just up to us to kind of relax. Until I meet a girl who really wants my cash, I don't think I'll be like, okay, girls generally love cash. I think we're all confused. They're also confused. And it's another thing is they speak about it, but I've never met, especially at our age, a girl will be like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want.
And I can get this from this guy like that.
You see.
So
also, it's always a thing of like social media vibes.
Also, I think it becomes toxic financially when you do this and this for a girl, and now you think you own her.
Now you think you own
her.
her.
Now you think you own her.
And the older generation copped us on that.
Yo, dude.
Yeah.
Because like, you see, with that, let's say I come from the pits financially, and then I grow up, I get money and whatnot, and I never had girls back then. Then I start spending money on this one hand that seems interested in me, and then it's like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore. And time she has her own money, but then you are just out there.
Willingly.
But then you be like, no, I spent this much money on you, I've been doing this, how can you leave me out here? And then it becomes, I don't want to say violent because not all guys.
No, but it becomes
violent. It becomes violent, and then guys be hearing the girls be like, no, hey, I spent this on you. That ring I bought you was out here, it was 50K.
And I think
you bring families.
I think the most
very bad. And that carries on to the kids because, like, let's say your mom, that was your mom, right? And you constantly seeing your mom get beat by her dad. You're gonna grow up, oh, okay.
This is how it's done.
Like that's like a psychological.
Because
that in general, that's like hereditary, you know. It's something you used to, something you grew up seeing. Now you adapt to it. You
also what we see when we grow up influences.
But then that's why I say, dude. Like, for me personally, I've been on this thing that our previous generation failed us.
But there's nothing we can do. That's the thing.
The only thing we can do is become the change you want to see.
Because when we speak about like the whole psychological thing and all of that, I feel like the most like very harmful form of abuse is the emotional one. And I'm not saying I'm validating physical abuse or anything, but this notion that we can emotionally blackmail women so that they don't let go, it's also toxic. Because that's what has kept our mothers sitting in relationships for 12 years, bro. Because they don't wanna. They think about all the years, and I don't know what it may be, but it seems to be this thing, like this letting go thingy. It's hard.
It's harder.
And it's because we also have that emotional blackmail. But in a world where women are becoming independent and all of that, I feel like that will change a bit.
Things.
And then the next one is
no means no.
No means no.
Yes means yes.
And yes means yes. I think a lot of gents still struggle with
that. Doesn't mean try harder, guys. What the fuck?
Exactly. Don't be confused.
Like I'm serious, dog. Because you find a girl saying no. It's like, I failed. Let me choose her.
You think she's trying to play
Because in most cases, you find a guy coming back from a girl. Maybe he asked her out, you know. Recently, one of my friends after go out, she said no. It's like, I failed. It's fine. I will tutor her as time goes. I'm like, why? Why? Because she said no.
But then it gets confusing sometimes, bro.
At the same time, because like, I want.
You know, I want a persistent nigga.
I wanted to see how.
I want to see if you really want.
But then you know what? You know what? I feel like that. I guess that's based on chats, the social media thing exactly. When it comes to a situation where okay, cool, you're being intimate and you know you're in a room together, and then the girl says no. Now, obviously, some gents are gonna continue and try to, okay, cool, she's saying no. Maybe, give her a nice drink, over there.
Can I say something important?
Yeah.
This, and I've heard a lot of gents say it. This mentality of, you can't when guys start shooting, and all of that, and China, like, just mentality.
Just the tip.
Yeah.
I think that's another
there's
thing.
No
means no. No means no. Like, no doesn't mean just the tip, or like you said, try harder, or no, like tomorrow or next week. And I think I feel like it's not up to girls. Like, we should learn to read in between the lines. But also to the girls out there, I think as human beings in general, we should be affirmative enough to tell people when we don't want them. Well, don't lean on it. I'm not blaming my girls. Don't lean on it. Don't like trying to string him along. Also,
I don't want to seem like a bad person. If you feel like this person is not good for you, just say no.
Just tell them. And also, when someone says no, they don't owe you an explanation. So, hard luck.
But it's also the thing, don't be afraid to say no. Don't be like, let me just allow it because these guys have been good to me or whatnot. If you're not comfortable at that stage or in that moment, just say no. Don't be afraid and be like, no, he's good to me and whatnot. It's all on you.
To return a favor.
Exactly. Don't be that person.
And on the lighter side, yes means yes. So there's always a positive, because if someone says no, if another person says yes, then you can go for it, but don't take that yes for an advantage now.
Exactly.
Now you are not. Like, if a woman says yes, whether it's a relationship, whether it's intimacy, whether it's letting you in, whether it's opening up, make positive use of that situation. Don't take people for pussies and treat everyone equally so that we all benefit in the society that we live in. Because that's another thing that is very, very toxic. I guess the next thing is alcohol. How, as gents, we use alcohol as an excuse and as a way to hide the deeper reasons of our toxic masculinity.
I know a few guys, in our squad, that have admitted that once they drink, they feel confidence to go and approach. And at that moment, you're not light in the head.
You're not being.
You're not light in the head, in your body.
Next.
You just like to groove and go
home. So now you go in there with a lot of intentions in your head. It's like, okay, cool. It's a party. I'm gonna go there, get this girl, go somewhere, have sex with her, just chat.
And you're doing that sober. Now when you're drunk.
No, that's true.
You think about it. You see?
You express what you think about sober.
When you are drunk, it's a thing of, okay, this gent doesn't even cover what he's doing.
He has
but then because of
to go
that
and actually do it.
Thought, it's still in his mind. He's going to go do it. And then let's say he does get the girl at the end, he's gonna be pushing even if she says no. Just because it's what he wanted when he was sober but couldn't achieve it. You see? And he's gonna be out there, be like, I know.
So gents, alcohol is not an excuse. There's it doesn't validate anything.
I feel like guys should not use alcohol as an excuse to have sexual intercourse.
Or even abuse.
Or even use it to get your way with the girl. Don't be out here feeding her, be like, hey, drink, so you can be relaxed, so I can follow you.
I know a story where, it was on social media. I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently this guy invited a girl out to a hotel and everything, and he bought a bottle of wine and everything, and he forced the girl to finish the bottle of wine.
What? I think it's that elusive source of thing, but but it happens, bro.
It happens.
And back in grade 10, plus grade 10, I was a party animal. These things, and to think that. That's another thing, like what you said, bro. The fact that we think about these things sober-minded. Imagine when you're drunk.
Facts.
Think
about nothing restraining you. There's no conscience restraining you.
So I think
you feel inferior, so you feel like, okay, this must happen.
I think it's we've established that it's a mentality problem.
That we need to change.
And now it's also a confidence problem. So we also need to work on our confidence. That's why I was telling this other gent the other day, Uti, the day gents host the chillers and it's gents only, and they drink alone and they have fun alone, play PS or whatever, I'll see men going in the right direction. Because so far it looks like gents don't want to chill alone and have fun without the girls.
A chillers,
it's a thick face.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When it at the chillers wanna go there, fruit pagola. No, I don't want another dude putting one salad on my plate and all of that. So that's why, mom, when you come and ask, will there be ladies there? Yeah, I know. Will there be stalk? You know, when I dance, we can't do the dirty dancing with the boys. Yeah.
But like, what's so wrong with just chilling with the boys?
Yeah, that should happen. That usually happens when we're just chilling like this and then we just call out other gents. It's not like planned.
Oh. I'm saying it must be that date's planned. That's where we're on the right direction.
Yeah,
the day households and schools and squads are having their own Menterventions. That's where I'll say, yeah, we're moving in the right direction as men. Because I think that's why we also started this platform, you know, to inspire other gents to have their own Menterventions and intervene for these like toxic things that are happening amongst society and amongst our age group, most importantly. It's just sad that we can't obviously speak at an older guy's perspective because we're not there. But from the little experience we have had in our few years and teenage years, I think we've said, our mouth said a lot.
So imagine now when we're older.
Let's hope that still sticks. Yeah. Because remember when we grow up, certain things change. Certain things happen.
That's what I'm saying. These should be part of our core elements of what makes our personality as well, and what makes us a person. You know, when we know this type of information, when we know these type of things, you know, we grow up in a certain way. We grow up enlightened more, you know, to go out in society and help change what's actually going on. You know, then to just sit here, okay, cool, I have this information, but because most gents are that way, I won't really go, you know, and confront them because...
And also, what we need to do, when you see something wrong, call it out. Don't be afraid of being called a snitch or whatever. If you know something, just call it out. Don't be a rape enabler or abuse enabler.
There's this type of thing where people actually keep quiet, but they find out that their friends have been abused by a man.
They witness it and
keep quiet. They don't have a say in anything because they're afraid of being beaten on too. Because a woman generally, I know a woman, they wouldn't willingly go into a fight knowing that they will lose. Because they're afraid of what's gonna happen, the outcome. So now I feel like women should actually find a way. I don't know how. They should actually discuss this amongst themselves on how they should actually approach this problem. You know, on speaking out. Because some women actually get beaten up, but they keep it to themselves. They feel like, okay, this is how it is. This is what love is. You know.
But usually the gent there is very manipulative So we also need to call it. It all starts with the boys, man. You need to call out your boys. If your boy is wrong, don't entertain him. Just let him know he's wrong.
Let him know. Remember that situation I told you about. And the tricky thing is that once we call things out, gents wanna fight. And it's like, how
wrong, Fade.
Wrong. Just accept it. And I'm not saying you're wrong because I am not guilty or anything.
Oh, you're better.
The truth is, I'm a saint. Even as we speak now, we're not speaking as saints. We are all messed up. We are all trash. And the minute we start admitting it, that's where the conversation will move forward.
That's where change begins.
So
I think to wrap it up, we can. I'll start. We'll go from here, going that side, and like just a few things on what it should mean to be a man, or what healthy masculinity should be seen as. I go down. I think for me, especially what you guys have taught me, is that a man should allow himself to be vulnerable amongst other men. You know, because it's not easy to have the conversations that we've been having on this platform and all of that. And even from the first episode that we did about letting go, we'll edit up there. It's like, I was shook that y'all are going through all of that also when I was going through things. And I feel like...
didn't know.
You see, And it's because we never talk. Like even when bro, I was like,
you'll be surprised.
You're also going through shit.
Exactly.
So I feel like if we keep having conversations, opening up to each other, it will allow us to also be able to be vulnerable to women also. Because if gents already are toxic to each other, what more to a woman? So I feel like what ideal masculine should be is someone who is able to be vulnerable and have a mixture of that masculine and feminine energy and be proud of it. You know, there's no pressure.
I feel like what should come first and in front is respect. If you don't have respect for yourself, where you come from, who you are, and other people, and where you come from, how are you going to have respect for other people? So put respect first, and then the world will be a much better place.
For me, it's don't be afraid to lose friends. If you're calling out his bad energy or his bad traits, call it out. It is as it is. You don't want to be associated or absorbing such things from people next to you. You can't be trusting the same person that's going to be doing things that aren't in your moral code, that you weren't raised with. So
also, bro, the bro code, guys. The bro code. Yo, the bro code.
It is a
nah,
we need to get rid of that. We need to.
Yeah. For me, mostly it's taking responsibility for yourself. You know, as a gent, you know the type of decisions you've made throughout your life and everything. You know, and you know where you've been toxic and where you've been positive in life.
Be accountable.
You know? Be accountable for that. Call out yourself. You know, because the change starts within yourself, right?
Yeah.
Then you'll be able to go out after learning what you've learned exactly. So taking responsibility for yourself is very important, and you'll be able to, you know, to become the change that you want to see.
My point is, don't be afraid of showing who you really are. Because me, knowing how I am, I've actually been more vulnerable to women and showed them like the real soft side of myself before I've actually showed my friends, my guy friends, knowing that they might maybe judge me or something, you know. So like you have to be like be proud of what you are. Be proud of be proud of who you are. If you're feminine, if you're more feminine, be proud of that. You know, that is your advantage.
Express it.
You know, express it. That is how you are unique into this world. You know, because don't try to change just because your friend is more masculine and he's gymming, he's getting more girls and everything. Just because you are not getting there to that point, you shouldn't like change your chapter. Let's say you are getting a car. Like one of our friends has a car. So now people came to me and said like, you pressured to get a car. I'm like, why?
Why should you be?
Why should I be pressured to get a car? You know, because it's something my friend has. I'm supporting him actually. Now as I have my own road, you know, I have to focus on that. I have to build what I want.
For your own part. I think success as a whole should be measured differently. In terms of man, your body count is not your success as a man. Your finances shouldn't be your success as a man, but respect and heart and integrity should be those measuring sticks in society, you know. So I think in closing, it's important to realize that no means no, and everything that has been happening around us, it's really been like very devastating, like femicide, the killing and raping of women. It's really like saddening to see fellow men doing these type of things, right? We are in a society where like there's no more role models anymore. If you're gonna want a role model, who are you gonna look up to?
Actually, on that, I read this thing that was like, don't be excited to meet your role model, because as we've seen, one of the people I looked up to, like one of my role models, I saw on Twitter the Archer being called a sex offender and whatnot, and that could crush you. But then always like things you can't know like who your role models are, but then you as yourself should be your own role model. You should know what you want in life. When you're seeing these things, you shouldn't be bothered by it. Just be like, you know what, this is my part.
So I think moving forward, what you've suggested, and you've been like a really pleasant guest, is going to these primary schools, going to these high schools.
Talk to them.
Plus, we're going to be leaving high school. I think it's only fit to go back and give to the community and speak to gents, because the only thing that like women have spoken for so long, gents.
Yeah,
like, it's our time.
It's our
time to use our
need
voice.
To stand up and
I'm happy that we created this platform, and I'm happy that you guys are still supporting us. And until next time,
gents, listen, we have various media platforms, so don't be afraid to tell us what you're going through. Don't say everything, but just let us know, because we might be experiencing the same thing.
Right?
Yeah.
And we can be a voice to you guys.
Yeah, we can be a voice to you guys. If you have issues, we out here. And to the girls, if you want to know something, we'll be out here.
Yeah.
Just let
we're
us know.
out here. Your local wingman.
Like, people must like be comfortable speaking about things that aren't usually
spoken about.
So that's what we're here for. Like, we want to be those people for you.
Yeah, Mentervention should be a whole community. Like, this should be global. It should be like nationwide. But yeah, we are back at it again with another raw episode, and this has been your boy Tuto,
T-Bang here,
dark skinned Michael here,
Stiff chocolate,
Suave, babe.
and until next time.